What's up? Welcome to Blockchain Tech and Finance with me, your host. If you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on the bell notifications right here to Blockchain Tech and Finance, reporting interesting stuff that I find on the internet for blockchain, technology, cryptocurrency, metaverse, NFT based, and finance, and a piece of global news towards the end of the stream. So also chat with me. All these links are in the description of this video. You can recap it on YouTube. My monitor is working well. Might turn my audio gain down a little bit. All right. Should be enough to suffice things. Turn it down a little more. It's so high. All right, cool. As long as it's out of the red, we're good to go. All right. In the US market data, I'm going to keep reading this. Just want to listen to the monitor. Yeah, it's better. In the US market data, we get the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.17%, NASDAQ Composite Index up 0.9%, the S&P 500 Index up 0.28%, the Global Dow Real-Time USD down 0.13%, the Gold Continuous Contract is down 0.13%, and crude oil is down 1.06%. In the Europe markets, we have the FTSE 100 up 0.06%, DAX up 0.49%, the CSC 40 index up 0.74%, the FTSE MIB index is up 0.45%, the IBEX 35 is up 0.5%, the stocks Europe 600 is up 0.39%. In the Asia markets, Asia Dow is down 0.59%, the Nikkei 225 is down 0.33%, the Hang Seng Index is down 0.58%, Shanghai Composite Index is down 0.16%, the S&P BSE Sensex is up 0.05%, FTSE Straits is up, down 1.39%, S&P ASX 200 benchmark is up 0.26%, the Kospi Index is down 0.91%. In the currencies of Forex, we got Euro down 0.23%, Japanese yen up 0.33%, British pound down 0.25%, Australia dollar down 0.06%, the US dollar index up 0.23%, and the WSJ dollar index is up 0.18%. In cryptocurrency markets, we have Bitcoin down 0.44% at $35,389 per BTC, Ethereum down 0.27% at $1,188.32 per ETH. XRP is down 0%, Bitcoin Cash down 0.61%, Litecoin down 0.57%, and Monero 0.02% in the red. On the rates markets, US 10-year is at zero change. Germany 10-year government bond is down 0.032. Italy 10-year government bond is up 0.009. Spain 10-year government bond is down 0.043. UK 10-year gilt is up 0.001. And Japan 10-year government bond is down 0.028. In the futures market, crude oil down 0.8%. Gold continuous contract down 0.15%. E-mini NASDAQ 100 up 0.04%. E-mini Dow continuous contract up 0.14%. E-mini S&P 500 futures is up 0.13%. And silver continuous contract is up 1.02%. In the first piece of news I have here, again, you can find all these articles in the description of this video and read through at your own due diligence. It's from technology on Forbes technology side. Forbes digital asset side. Why Bitcoin may offer the best foundation for blockchain-based finance. This is from Jeff Bortz, contributor for Forbes Digital Assets. Bitcoin white paper just celebrated its 15th birthday after all these years. One thing even its harshest critics concede is revolutionary, world-changing potential of blockchain technology. Indeed, despite the recent bear market, 2023 has been so far we have seen a steady stream of announcements for blockchain pilots and tokenization projects from hosts of major players. Overall investment in these technologies within the banking and financial services industry is expected to surge from 1.89 billion to 3.07 billion this year. Implemented as an appropriate focus on security and resilience, blockchains show enormous promise to make all manner of financial processes more transparent, more efficient, and less risky. But let's be honest, what we've seen so far is akin to the unveiling of concept cars on the showroom floor. Before these systems are road ready, they'll need to satisfy numerous important requirements related to everything from security and compliance to scalability. I'm going to go ahead and I meant to share this out in one partake. I'm just going to jump forward there and do a repost so people can jump in on a different social platform like that. All right. All apologies. Let's go. To date, most blockchain experiments have avoided using Bitcoin as a technical foundation for experiments due to its restricted by design nature. Yet is Bitcoin conservative approach epitomized by architectural choices such as unspent transaction output transaction model, as the unspent transaction output transaction model that gives it the robustness that financial institutions require. Contrasted with the account model utilized by popular blockchains like Ethereum, you'll see that Bitcoin's design may ultimately position it as an ideal starting point for a road-ready financial infrastructure that is ready to disrupt the status quo. There's a lot of layer 2s of Bitcoin that are rolling out for, kind of like Bitcoin smart contracts. That's layer 2 solutions, and on these layer 2s or via the protocols, you can build further financial instruments of tools on these secondary layers of Bitcoin's main chain, like that. But we have yet to see something and a big name brand utilizing this type of utility. UTXO versus account transaction models. At a glance, the account model operates much like a traditional bank, with each new transaction transferring value from one account to another. If an account has insufficient balance, the transaction is deemed invalid. Accounts are also commonly controlled by smart contracts, which enable developers to bake in security, spending policies, and other special functions. Bitcoin's UTXO model, on the other hand, operates more like a cash system. You can think of the UTXO itself as a banknote that can only be spent by the rightful holder. Once spent as an input into a transaction, the note is destroyed. Simultaneously, one or more new UTXOs get created and distributed as outputs between you and any other transaction participant. At any given time or any given moment, ownership of the Bitcoin can be calculated by totaling the value of outstanding UTXOs created but not spent. Reliability. It's easy to verify settlement of a value transfer in cash. It's harder to verify value transferred between bank accounts because the latter depends on the status of each account and the order of pending transactions to be executed against them. The blockchain systems, the order of transactions is determined by a consensus process and needs to be resilient to rewrite the changes arising from disagreements. In an account model, transaction validity is a runtime calculation with a computational and therefore financial cost. Ethereum, for example, suffers a 2.3% failure rate among its confirmed transactions as cited by its creator, Vitalik Buterin, because it's harder to identify spurious transactions. It's also harder to identify a nefarious actor submitting or propagating invalid requests. In the UTXO approach, each transaction stands alone, with all information required to assess validity encapsulated in the payload. This makes it easier to audit, discard invalid transactions, and evict misbehaving peers. All of these factors improve the overall reliability of the system. And for scalability, scaling blockchains while maintaining their decentralization benefits is incredibly challenging and a subject of ongoing research. If you don't care about decentralization benefits, you're far better off using a database. If you do, however, the primary approaches to scaling your system involve the ability to process multiple transactions simultaneously. This is easier to do with the UTXO-based system due to the self-contained verifiability of the UTXO transaction. Simpler approaches lead to more robust solutions, and indeed, Bitcoin is advanced compared to its peers in the development and deployment of scaling solutions such as the Lightning Network. So this is, again, like Lightning Network is a layer 2. There was a recent exploit in the Lightning Network. I haven't researched that directly, so do some due diligence on that and some further research into these things. But I've been involved in the Lightning Network for multiple years, mainly for gaming, because right here, yeah, the Liquid Network had basically like Liquid Network smart contract type assets on there that were gaming, like skins for my gaming character in a game called Light Night, which is like a battle royale, sort of like Fortnite. Tested that. I think they moved to a different chain though altogether, but I was just testing and jumping in. But yeah, so the Lightning Network batches multiple transactions between its peers, and the Blockstream developed Liquid Network, which allocates more block space in the form of a sidechain bridge to the main network. So it's very easy to use. It may sound complicated, but it's actually really easy. It's like sending Bitcoin to your Lightning Network address and vice versa. Insecurity. Blockchain security is critical. Compromised private keys or system vulnerabilities are common security failures that often result from exploited smart contracts. Account-based systems provide developers with more smart contract capabilities, which in turn are utilized to implement security features. Two examples are multi-signature spending policies, which require multiple private keys to authorize a transaction, and atomic swaps, where two assets are traded and settled between counterparties in a single transaction, reducing fraud. The architecture of a UTXO-based system allows transactions of these types to execute natively without the need for a smart contract. This means that the blockchain will support rich securities features while potential attack vectors are fewer and more costly to exploit. With the UTXO model and privacy, wallets generate a new address for each transaction, as the account model wallets feature is a reusable address. This means that with an account model, the total account balance is visible to anyone, and there exist opportunities to front-run trades based on who is transacting by monitoring proposed but not processed transactions. UTXO-based blockchains can still align the regulatory compliance concerns while preserving a greater degree of financial privacy in an increasingly interconnected digital economy. So front-running means like basically just, you're tracking, bots are tracking this certain account, and then they're making trades with higher gas fees or gas demands set to overtake those trades and make more profitability. So on programmability, common critique is that the UTXO model and Bitcoin lack the sophisticated smart contract capabilities required for modern financial products. I will say this, I was just on a live stream yesterday or listening in, and there are, again, layer 2 solutions to Bitcoin that now have smart contract capabilities that are sort of like a smart contract on the Ethereum network. I will say that. I haven't done any further research into that, but I will. While account-based systems do offer richer programmability, they may not be the best option for executing large volumes of high-stakes financial transactions where system failures can lead to a massive loss of funds. These are the conditions of modern financial systems. One has to address which system is programmable enough while demonstrating a strong track record for dependable, issue-free performance. Always robust, Bitcoin's programmability has made incremental strides, but most recently with the Taproot upgrade in 2021, richer functionality on Bitcoin has further been facilitated by solutions like RGB, Taproot assets and covenants, and programmable assets on the Liquid Network, all of which utilize Bitcoin's UTXO transaction model. So Taproot was an upgrade that allows for inscriptions, like ordinal inscriptions, that can be like artwork being deployed and deployed to an immutable Satoshi. So there are 2.1 quadrillion Satoshis in all of Bitcoin, and all of Bitcoin's 21 million supply. So there's one Satoshi is one Satoshi, one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. So one Satoshi within a Bitcoin basically allows that with the Taproot upgrade, you can pair an NFT or a digital piece of artwork, for example, to that one Satoshi. It's immutable. It cannot be tampered with or taken down from the network. And then people can art broker and deal artwork on the Bitcoin chain as well as with this Taproot upgrade. And at first it was like deemed as like spamming the Bitcoin blockchain, and they were thinking about I'm doing the Taproot upgrade, but no, it's in place for good, if you ask me, in my opinion, because it further advances Bitcoin's utility and use case rather than just being a store of value or means of cash transaction from Bitcoin user to Bitcoin user for payments and settlements. So this is like allowing that, game assets, artworks, deeds, contracts, agreements, things like that can all be transacted, rolled up with the transaction of the Bitcoin itself. It's a payment solution and payment settlements. Built in inheriting from Bitcoin's battle-tested code base, the Liquid Network solution developed by my employer Blockstream offers finance-friendly features, including faster, more confidential transactions and the ability to issue digital assets like tokenized securities, stablecoins, and debt instruments. Liquid utilizes no equity like staking token and governed and operated by a federation of independent businesses who each transact according to their own policies without needing to supervise their counterparties or rely on a trusted authority. Again, for the Liquid Network, for me, definitely for gaming, makes sense. The UTXO model, the future of blockchain integration. As the financial sector warms up to blockchain technology, the intrinsic merits of the UTXO model in terms of reliability, scalability, security, and privacy are becoming especially relevant. Moreover, with the advent of Taproot and the emergence of second-layer solutions like Liquid, the narrative surrounding Bitcoin's capabilities to support smart contracts and complex financial operations is gradually shifting. Corporations and financial institutions eyeing blockchain integration could find it prudent to reevaluate the UTXO model as a viable option, harnessing Bitcoin's foundational principles to safely navigate the complexities of modern-day finance. So again, this is from Why Bitcoin May Offer the Best Foundation for Blockchain-Based Finance from Jeff Bortz, contributor for Forbes Digital Assets. Let's go on to the next article here. And let me know your comments on it. Let me know what you think. Whether you're a newbie, new to blockchain and Bitcoin and stuff, or you're a seasoned veteran. Warren Buffett makes $250 million from crypto-involved Nubank. He once said cryptocurrencies basically have no value. Of course he would say that because he doesn't want anyone else being involved. And so he can go grasp something and explore it and do something with it and capitalize upon it. That's just my speculation on the matter, jokingly. Aaron Richardson, Reddit reporter for Yahoo Finance, wrote this article. Warren Buffett, a longtime critic of cryptocurrency who once said it's rat poison squared, has profited substantially from his investment in Nubank, a financial institution with multiple crypto-related services. Nubank is a leading fintech platform in South America, serving more than 85 customers throughout Brazil, Colombia, and Mexico, as well as crypto-related services to more than 1.35 million customers. These services include a digital financial platform for trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, a trading platform with a Bitcoin ETF product, and a Nubank loyalty token running on the Polygon blockchain. Don't miss, until 2016, it was illegal for retail investors to invest in high growth startups. Oh, this is just like an intermediate stuff. Yeah, no, let's keep going here. In 2021, Buffett's company Berkshire Hathaway purchased 107 million shares of New Holdings, the parent company of Nubank, for a total investment of $750 million. Since then, it has not sold a single share. New's share price surged by 106% since the investment, reaching a peak value of over $1 billion in February 2022. This increase in share price enabled Buffett to make an approximately $250 million in paper profits, while the Nubank $750 million investment is a substantial sum. It's approximately 0.1015% of Berkshire Hathaway's current market capitalization. Of $767.598 billion as of November 2nd, 2023. As one of the richest people in the world, Buffett is a frequent interview subject regarding his opinions on the economy, news, new innovation, and broader world events. He's often asked about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, as he's a vocal critic who questions its value in the future as a global currency. Daniel Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting in 2022, Buffett responded to a query about his current new views on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. He said, if the people attending the meeting held all the farmland in the United States or all the apartments in the country, and they offered him 1% of that total $25 billion, he would write a check immediately. But he would not offer to buy a percentage of the total Bitcoin, saying, if you owned all the Bitcoin in the world and you offered it to me for $25, I wouldn't take it, Buffett said, because what would I do with it? I'll have to sell it back to you in one way or another. It isn't going to do anything. And I mean, okay. In a May 2nd, 2022 interview with CNBC's Squawk Box, he said cryptocurrencies basically have no value and they don't produce anything. Back in 2018, he said, I don't own any cryptocurrency, never will. another Berkshire Hathaway shareholder meeting, Buffett said it's rat poison squared. Despite being a vocal critic of cryptocurrencies in the past, Warren Buffett's investment in new holdings is so far a profitable venture. The new bank's success reflects the evolving landscape of traditional finance and the growing influence of fintech firms in cryptocurrency. So he still doesn't own, so again, like he doesn't own cryptocurrency directly. He just has shares in a company that deals in cryptocurrency. That's all. It has service utilities within the cryptocurrency, which is basically just trading Bitcoin and Ethereum via KEX, basically centralized exchange. I take it, or I'm guessing. Web3. So we got some NFT market news here. So basically, I do blockchain news, cryptocurrency news, a piece of NFT news, some metaverse news, tech news, and a piece of world news. After finance news, which in the overall finance markets of stocks, etc., and close out the stream for the day. Web3, OpenSea investors Coat2 cuts NFT marketplace's valuation by 90% in a report. So Coat2 also marked down its stake in MoonPay by 90%. By Sam Reynolds, writer reporter for CoinDesk. Valuation of a non-fungible token NFT marketplace OpenSea has been slashed by 90% by asset manager Coat2 Management, according to documents seen by the information. Well, the crypto winter has shown signals of thawing. However, NFT sales have been slow to recover. Weekly NFT sales have dropped around 23,000 to around 23,000 from 176,000 at the start of the year, while the weekly sales value has declined from 118 million to 62 million. Data shows market tracker. And index has so Nansen.ai's NFT 500 index has also fallen 55% year to date, while its royalties tracker has also shown a significant decline in volume. This was a really weak article. Okay. That was like, I don't know, what else does it say? In 2022, Coat2 and Paradigm led a $300 million round for the NFT marketplace OpenSea, valuing the platform at $13.3 billion in a Series C. NFTs are a special type of crypto asset that allows holders to prove their ownership of real digital items. So yeah, early in November, OpenSea announced 50% reduction in headcount, so they slashed their employees and stuff like that. I guess we could listen to this. Let's see this.
Hey, the chart of the day is brought to you by Crypto.com, the world's fastest growing crypto app. Let's take a look at the chart of the day. Most NFTs may now be worthless less than 2 years after crypto's most recent bull run. A report by Dapp Gamble, based on data provided by NFT Scan and CoinMarketCap, examining more than 73,000 NFT collections, found that over 95% of them had a market cap of 0 ETH. At its peak, NFT trading volume reached $24.9 billion in 2021, compared to just $94.9 million the year before. That's according to Dapp Radar. Researchers in the Dapp Gamble study said, quote, "This daunting reality should serve as a sobering check on the euphoria that has often surrounded the NFT space," end quote. They added, amid stories of digital art pieces selling for millions and overnight success stories, it's easy to overlook the fact that the market is fraught with pitfalls and potential losses. Today, fewer than 1% of all NFTs have a price tag of above $6,000. Out of the top collections, the most common price for an NFT is now $5 to $100. That's it for today's chart of the day. I'm Jen Sanasi. We'll see you next.
All right, so that's probably why they're slashing, I guess, this holdings investment into OpenSea. That's not to say like tomorrow's utility of NFTs. It's just for me, I really believe NFTs are really core to gaming and core to artwork. You know, that's about it. Land deeds, NFT land deeds, you know, a deed to a land, smart contract holding to a piece of land in real IRL, as a digital ledger to paper land deeds. That's about it. But it's largely, yeah, the utility and code base behind NFTs that are attached to gaming skins, gaming smart contracts is why I think NFTs are just so early on that, you know, the future is still like, you know, 3 to 5 years out for really mass adoption of people gaming with NFTs, or big players kind of really. I've seen them. I met them. I met the studios, you know, here and there, invested into certain gaming NFTs, and it's just so early. It's just really early. But that's what all it means. So it's like kind of like The naysayers are going, don't buy Google. What's a Google? Email is going to be a fad. We should stick to faxing and typewriting and sending letters. Don't mess with NFTs. It's a scam. It's all a scam in the early days to the people who don't want you to be involved because they're investing into it. Or they're scared themselves and they're investing in some other thing and they're just trash talking things. But the future of tomorrow definitely, in my opinion, will have gamification largely used. And art is just a sector that's encrypting artwork on the blockchain, especially to Bitcoin. I noted it earlier. So we'll see that emergence in due diligence, I believe. Do your own research, not financial advice. Take caution, stay safe. Only risk what you can afford to lose in anything. So this is from the Indian Express by Reuters. Reported through from Reuters. Don't care about these ads. So we're going to go into some tech news for gaming. Switch momentum boosted by heavy hitting titles. Nintendo sold 6.84 million Switch units in the first 6 months of the financial year, a slight increase on the 6.68 million units it sold in the same period last year. Nintendo on Tuesday raised its operating profit forecast for the financial year ending March by 11% to 500 million yen. Yeah. $3.32 billion as a heavy-hitting franchise continued to attract gamers to its aging Switch console. The Kyoto-based gaming firm has extended the life cycle of the hybrid home portable device, now in its 7th year in the market, through incremental hardware updates and software releases featuring its popular roster of characters. Nintendo sold, again, it's just reiterating how many units it sold. And critically acclaimed titles this year include The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, which went on sale in May, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which launched in October. Nintendo's broad pop-up culture appeal has been underscored by the process of a Super Mario Bros. Movie. That'd be a long time coming. Another Super Mario Bros. Movie? All right. The target is neither conservative nor aggressive, but reasonable. Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa told reporters, "This year has been a standout one for the release of new games across the industry after the pandemic caused widespread disruption of the development. Tears of the Kingdom has sold 19.5 million copies as of September," and Nintendo said that's the main point of this article, and kind of like some piece of tech, which is this gear of Nintendo and how many games it sold, which is Zelda selling 19.5 million copies as of September end, Nintendo said. The company raised its full-year software forecast by around 3% to 185 million units. Nintendo's lineup for the critical year-end shopping season will likely also be bolstered by some new additions, including Super Mario RPG, which launches on November 17th. And, it says $1 equals 150 yen in comparison. Switch momentum boost by heavy-hitting titles such as Zelda coming out. Look for that if you're a Zelda fan and a gaming fan on the Switch models. And some tech news there. In the finance news, we got stock market news today. From reporters Josh Schaefer and Karen Friar. Stock edged higher on Wednesday after Wall Street's red-hot run of gains as investors digested a fresh batch of corporate earnings amid a quiet week on the economic calendar. The S&P 500 rose 0.2% after closing higher on the 7th straight day in the benchmark index's long win streak since 2021. The Dow Jones Industrial Average and Nasdaq Composite also rose about 0.2%. The words of caution from several hawkish members of the Fed have put a check on optimism that interest rates have peaked, sapping momentum from the rally in the stocks. But 90% of traders are sticking to their bet there won't be a hike this year, and 25% expect a rate cut in March, according to the CME FedWatch tool. So, oil prices, a key component and a key input into the inflation levels, slipped on Wednesday after sinking to the lowest levels in 3 months the previous day as concerns grew about demand from China and U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures. And Brent crude futures were both almost 1% lower, dropping to $76.82 and $81.12 a barrel, respectively. So, then you got some live updates. Stocks edge higher at the open. Stocks in holding pattern with Powell comments ahead. With some today news on the stock markets. Let's some global news and close it out. What's this? Uncharted crime and mayhem in the music industry. Something about Jam Master Jay. WeWork seeks okay to start canceling leases in bankruptcy cases. Ohio voters pass measures that ensure abortion as constitutional rights. Are Christmas trees in shortage again? Why Canadian growers say now? What Canadian growers say now? All right, I'm gonna close out this stream. That's it. If you're on the YouTube side, please do subscribe, turn on bell notifications right here to Blockchain Tech and Finance. I have all these articles in the description box below. I'll see you on the stream tomorrow for more Blockchain Tech and Finance. Have a great and safe day. Cheers, ciao, peace be with you. Onomashi gas. Take care.